From Fox, I am Andy Mack. We want to bring you a breaking news story as former President Joe Biden announcing on social media that he has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. And I want to put up just this statement here on Live Now from Fox from one of these spokespeople for former President Joe Biden, and talking about this, saying last week President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of a prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer characterized by a Gleason score of 9, grade group 5, with metastasized in the bone. While this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears there to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. The president and his family are reviewing treatment options with physicians. So this is a big news as we are following it. Aggressive prostate cancer with former President Joe Biden after leaving office just several.
Well, people, I left out for a little while, turned on the radio in the car, and like you, I'm like, wow. So I came on upstairs and all over the news, breaking news, Joe Biden. Yeah, and so far, as I pointed out, last few months, there are 2 books which have come out in relation to his health. The C word was never mentioned, to my knowledge, but yeah, you know, his son, Beau Biden, he died of cancer. Yeah, so we give our well wishes and prayers to the former president. I'm sure a lot of people are scratching their heads saying, wow, I wonder how things would have fared if he had won the election. Well, we know that he was, 81, 82 years old? I mean, that's old. And the Donald's 78, ain't much younger. Got to get some young blood up in there. But hey, they said that he was questionable. That is, a few people. And Mr. Clooney even wrote an op-ed about it, and a lot came out within the few weeks after the election. You heard the rumors. Kind of wonder if and when this discovery took place. I know from my research I just did, they said he went for that checkup or whatever it was last Friday. I believe that's when they found it, some kind of test they did. But wonder how long this has really been going on. And we can only speculate also, would they have not let the public know? Anyway, we can go back and forth all day with that. Right now, we just have this moment where, again, thoughts and prayers are with the former president. But yeah, are you shocked? Are you shocked to live to be 80 and to have cancer? It will be quite a feat to deal with. They said it's on the bone. I'm not a specialist, not a bone specialist, not a doctor. If anybody knows about that, they're exploring the medical approaches and or options for a gentleman his age. What do you think? Let's go down this here. I'm going to show you what I came up with in terms of a few things. Now, Donald Trump gave his well wishes to Melania. Check it out.
On social media, on Truth Social, commenting on this, saying, Melania and I are saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery. That on Truth Social from the current president. Also from Kamala Harris, his vice president, saying, Doug and I are saddened to learn of President Biden's prostate cancer diagnosis. We are keeping him, Dr. Biden, and their entire family in our hearts and prayers during this time. Joe is a fighter, and I know he will face this challenge with the same strength, resilience, and optimism that has always defined his life and leadership. We are hopeful for a full...
Now let's look at some major events and some people and see if we can make a connect. And what I mean by connect, if we can see something that might give us a little clue in addition to what they're telling us. And I would just say allegedly, but let's see how interesting this just might fare out. Now, Beau Biden, his son, his birthday is February 3rd of 1969. His death date, may he rest in peace, was May 30th of 2015. When we look at Beau Biden's birthday, 2/3 of 2025, the anniversary of that versus today's announcement of Joe Biden, 5/18/2025, the difference is 3 months and 16 days when you bring it up to 2025 this year. 3:16, guys, you know it means sacrifice. It means sacrifice, like John 3:16, when Christ laid down his life, our Savior, hallelujah. Is that coincidence? Because that's big, 3:16. And here's a moment. I was at the DNC this past year. This was August 19th where he spoke. He spoke.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Instead of a convicted felon. Oh, when he talks about America being a failing nation, he says we're losing. He's the loser. He's dead wrong.
So that's old Feisty Joe. Look at that date, 8/19/2024, DNC, right here in Chicago, versus today's announcement about the cancer, 5/18. The difference is 8 months, 4 weeks, and 1 day. 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Interesting. Then look at this here. Barack Obama's next birthday, August 4th, 2025, subtracted from today's announcement about the cancer, 5/18/2025. Barack Obama's birthday is exactly 78 days away. What if I told you that Trump is 78 years old? Now look at this. Trump's last birthday, 6/14/2024, subtracted from today's announcement, 5/18. The difference is 11/5. Trump won the Electoral College vote on November 5th. Interesting, right? Well, let's look at the numbers another way. Take 11/4/2024, the day that he won, that is Trump, versus today's announcement, 5/18. The difference is Trump's birthday, of course, 6/14. Interesting. Now look at this. It appears you're asking about what? George Clooney. George Clooney did an op-ed saying, you know what? I love Joe, but it's time to go another direction with someone else. He wrote this July 10th. And you know, George Clooney been all over the news the last few days. But yeah, he wrote this July 10th of 2024 about Joe Biden. He needs to get out of the race. July 10th. Take July 10th of 2024. Subtract that from today's announcement about the cancer, 5/18. The difference is 312. Now that's interesting, people. Because Donald J. Trump won by 312 votes in Electoral College. Come on, baby. That's a lot of coincidences. Then you got 444 also. And 444, I bring that up a lot because Jay-Z has a picture. Crown of thorns on his head like Jesus. Could this be Barack Obama? 2 4s make it 8, and you got a remainder of 4. August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. 444. Is that 444 speaking in relation to the 312? Then what we got? Jill Biden's birthday, 6/3/1951. Take that date, subtract it from today, 5/18 announcement, you get 50 weeks exactly. Exactly 50 weeks is her birthday from today's cancer announcement. Now, I keep telling you guys, 50 is a big number. I believe it's 50 states. Symbolic that America's going down, all 50 states. This all started with me back in the day when alleged person, Luigi, in New York, he took down the CEO of United Healthcare. Now, why is that important? He was 50 years old. What else we got? I've showed you information where they said P. Diddy lost 50 pounds while in prison. Joe Biden wrote 50 laws on December 24th of 2024, of which one of the laws where he made the bald eagle our national bird. 50 been coming up a lot. And now you got 50 here again. Makes you go, huh? What else we got here? July 4th, 2025 is our next celebration of our birthday. Subtracted from today's date, announcement of cancer, 5/18. Do you know that's 47 days away? I'm gonna say it again. If you take today's date, the announcement of cancer, exactly 47 days from now is the birthday of America, July 4th. 47 days. People, I don't know about you, but this is very, very, very coincidental. And I'd like to know, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, is fate speaking that loud about Joe? Now, before I forget, let me show you some things I calculated. Always look at the post. Remember earlier, you had the post with Truth Social with Donald J. Trump? Well, you got 112 here, 1.12, 1.54, and 7.42. These are all thousands, right? This is when Donald Trump posted, I guess an hour ago, and they put this out here. This is right on the media, Truth Social. When he posted it, these were the numbers. So let me show you what I calculated numbers for. 1.12, 1.54, 7.42. When you add all those together, you get 10.08, like October 8th, right? Now look at this here. Take October 8th of 2025, right? Subtract it from the end of the year, 12/31/2025. That's 84 days. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. Okay, let's look at something else I came up with. What else did I come up with, Pearson? The 7.42 subtracted from the 1.54. I took the 7.42, subtracted from the 1.54. There it is right there. Come out to 4.8. If you look at this as a date, that's April 8th. What happened on April 8th of last year? There was an eclipse. There was an X that came over America. People, I don't know about you, but doing this here, many times it speaks. Let's see what happens. Because there are a lot of things going on as I decode. The video I did earlier in relation to J.D. Vance being overseas, I said someone will be X soon. And I don't put anything past the powers in doing presentations, read between the lines. And when they do presentations, it's for a mathematical, psychological, and other reasons. And we don't know if, we can only be a fly on the wall or in the in crowd, so to speak, if they allegedly are doing a sacrifice. But the numbers spell that. Will someone be unalived? Again, we'll wait and see. High stakes game. And why would I say this? Because these are the last days. Satan wants to sit on the throne. And I've said this in different ways a few weeks ago. I've said it before over the years. When Satan sits on that throne, it represents not just kingship. When the Antichrist sits on that throne, when he's embodied by that spirit, there's a lot that paid for that seat. Okay? A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of life that paid for that seat. And because that seat is so elevated, guess what? Satan ain't got no problem, again, taking you up to highest heights if possible, just to bring you down. Because that's what happened to him. He was hurled down. He got off on that. And I believe in the last days, we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see a lot of that. I've been predicting it for a while. And this is what they do. They do all types of people in all type of positions. I, for one, don't always believe that it's the people. I believe they substitute people and they create people. Or should I say make people. And it gives you the impression that they're gone. That's all I can say about it. I'm Friend Shot Pearson. You tell me what you think. All these mathematical things coming up. Tell me how you really feel. God bless you. And we'll see you a little bit later on. You know how the news is in the weekend. It starts trickling in real late. God bless.